Right, now that that's done, as you can see here, and well, obviously on these little rings, it's time to glue them on, and then I can get the markings. I have to look up which markings are for what liner, but that's no big deal. So yeah, let's just get to that now. Really nothing complicated. You just take your glue and generously apply it. I tend to do 3 at once, or 4 in this case, and just slap them on, and that's pretty much all there is to it. And just need to take something to press them against it, so they are actually stuck to it, and then you continue. Pretty simple, really. But I mean, it was produced in an industrial scale. There we go. That's how English works. So makes sense that it is repetitive. I don't know how much of that recorded, but yeah, my phone was full. So, well, let's just keep going. It's 2 done, 4 to go. Right. Huh, looks like I forgot the holes here. So I guess you'll be able to see how I make them if I put them there. Two at once. That's the wrong one. There we go. Line it up, press and turn. Because it doesn't sometimes actually get through everything, so that's why I turn it, and it kind of rips it off. And yeah, so it's actually removed. I want to put it on the wrong side, though I have seen an original where it was actually assembled the wrong way around, and it looked pretty interesting. Kind of. Let's try it. No, we need some more. That's the problem with this solvent-based ink. It tends to dry out pretty quickly. Well, at least it is waterproof and it sticks to metal and everything. So this should be a B59. So let's make it a B59. Right, and B57 for the size. Like this. Right, one done. Next up is a very big one. So the 63. And we'll just keep on trucking. Like that. And that. These are pre-war ones, so they don't really have many markings. Yeah, 61 even, that's the question now. I'm actually not sure. I have a lot of 60s, that's for sure, but That's a 54, we don't need that one. And that's 58. No. Well, that's a 61. I don't have anything else, I'll just use that one. Looks like that's the only 61. So you will become a 61 size liner, like this. Right. And next up is a 57. It's going to become a Werner one. I mean, the liner bands are marked differently, but that doesn't really bother me because they are reproduction anyway. And the thing is, it's a big stamp too, and I know that I have to cut it up. Oh, there it is. Finally. Took forever. Right. BO. Whatever it stands for, I have no idea. But, well, it is present on originals. That's kind of weak. That's a bit better, but it's still kind of crappy. That should do. And we'll do July. Come on, be covered. Right, that's that one done. Took a lot longer than I wanted it to. Let's do the next late war one. That one. Slap it on there. No, it's the wrong way one, but who cares? Right, I think I'll just do this one as a BO2. Come on. BO60. And we'll do August of... we'll do August 1944. So kind of very late war, but pretty cool. It's kind of a weak marking, but it is what it is. Right, next up is another pre-war one. So, like that. And let's see if I find the N. So that's the one I want now. Two. Oh, that's an A. There's the N. $59. And the N. And a little 40 on top. Yeah. That's that one done. And one more to go. Then we can move on to the sewing machine. Finally, the part I've been waiting for. Which marking did this one get? Let's see. Yeah, it's still recording. That's good. 59 first of all. Not that one, but this one. just do a B59. And then we'll also add some dome stamps, and since I do have the ink out at the moment. So let's move these away and get ourselves some helmets. Got these 3 shells. And it's still recording, that's good. Start with the ET66. Right, stamping done. Now time to do some sewing. So, pause the video real quick. Now it's time for the sewing bit. So, yeah, let's just go at it. Come on, there we go. And I think we'll put it at there. Oops. There we go. Now we can cut this off. And also this. And the stitches look good. Right. No, we don't go in there just yet. And we take a roll of this. And yeah, just start. Actually, I need to check something first. Make sure there's not too much oil here, otherwise the leather will be kind of dirty, and we don't want that. Right, and let's continue. One piece done, and I mean it's the same for everything else, so I'll just yeah, get at it. Doesn't really make sense to film it all because it is all the same. Oh, actually, you know what, I'm going to film some different angles of the sewing machine. And I think I'm going to add in a little few drops of oil just to make sure it runs nice. Right. And it looks like we also ran out of thread, so you can also see how to replace this. It's still in frame, that's good. So just take this little spool out of there. This is a bit broken, but it still works. That's the most important bit. That's also the wrong thread. That's way too thick. Oh wait, there's or no. Looks like I actually need to refill it because I'm out of thread. Right, so I guess we'll do that now. Guess we can show you that as well while we're at it. So yeah. Right, well, as you can see, we are now at a slightly different thought of the sewing machine, because we need to refill these little spools, which is what we are going to do, as long as the thread actually cooperates, that is. Well, that's not help, but anyway. Can you tighten this a little, maybe? Let's see. Anyway. Right, now just work, please. For some reason it just always falls out of there, which is kind of annoying. There we go. For now anyway. Let's see how long it lasts. Right, that one's filled. Good. Good. Right. Next one. We're going to do all of them. The unfilled ones first. There's another one. After all, we're going to make a few liners, so yeah, we should have some ready to go. Anyway, you get the idea. Alright, now that we've got these done, we can put them in the capsule, I guess we'd call it. Right. Through here. We need to put it through there. Like that. And there. Right. And now it goes in here. Like that. And to save on some work, we'll put this through already. Like this. And right, that's the bottom thread done. We can put these away now. We'll only need them later. And now we need to put the top thread back on, which is quite an interesting process. Let's see if I can maybe get this in frame. Box here. Right, that should work. Okay. It first needs to go like this, and then over here, through there, and through here. Now we need to take the, there it is. I actually made this myself because the original one was missing, but it's actually just, well, a piece of wire with a little slit on the end. Yeah, just need to put this through right here. Hope you can still see it. It's stuck. There we are. Now comes the simple part of putting it on here and making it go down like this. Just need to get a hold of it. Right, there we are. And now it's just a simple process of putting it through the needle, and then we can start sewing again. I'm glad the thread ran out just as I was done with it, so we don't have a double thread. Right. That's how easy it is to put the thread back in this one. And yeah, now I'll just continue sewing. And I'll see you when I'm done. Right, well, as you can see there's 2 left. I already assembled 4, as you can see here. Yeah, we're getting close to the end, and well, it's getting later and later, so it's for the better. But yeah, got these 4 assembled already. There's quite a bit of work as well, but I mean, once you get the hang of it, it's relatively easy. It's just very repetitive work. So yeah, I'll get back to you when I'm done. Right, and that's that done. Now yeah, I'm just going to put one of those liners, the pigskin one right there, into the Cl.17 40 shell, and then I'm going to be done for the day. That was quite a lot of work making these, well, even though it's just 6 liners, it's still a lot of work to make all the leather pieces and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of the end of that. Next we'll be applying decals to a lot of helmets, which are there. And yeah, I'll get to that when we'll get to that. So anyway, until then.